Hi there, Sagittarius. Thank you for joining me for your monthly forecast for July. There continues to be a very intense skyscape as this month begins, but particularly for you. In a very positive way, with Venus and Mercury in this deep area, it's possible that your love life can throw up some really exciting opportunities. Not least when the Sun and to a degree Mercury go face to face from the 5th to the 11th. During that period of time you may encounter someone who has a mesmeric personality, someone who's quite a strong-willed character and perhaps has some kind of presence or aura about them that you find really gripping, and that could draw you to them. But whether you're actually the right couple in terms of everyday compatibility is something else. It's much more likely to be a sexual attraction on the back of this set of planetary influences. What helps you to understand the nuances of all this is the new moon, which occurs on the 4th, and the energy between the Sun and Neptune in week 1. This asks you to look at the subtleties of things, especially from an emotional viewpoint. You're someone who can have a real appetite and excitement for the big picture, and with your ruler Jupiter forging a fantastic angle to Pluto in the first 2 weeks of July, anything to do with career, business and finance can go well as long as you're in accord with people. If there is any situation where you need to work very closely with others and you're resisting this because you want to retain your independence, well, that could be a rubbing point between the 5th and the 11th too. The really exciting change, however, occurs on the 12th and the 14th, because then Venus and Mercury pitch up in your sister fire sign of Leo. And this is going to really ignite that part of your natural part of your nature that loves new experiences, travel, adventure, doing your own thing. The free spirit of your personality can really come to the fore from then on. It's going to be accelerated even more from the 22nd when the Sun moves into this location too. But before then, both Venus and Mercury are going to be forging a significant link with Saturn, which is in your sign. Saturn's the planet of structure, but it's also the planet of restriction. But I think it's going to anchor Venus and Mercury so that any changes you apply in week 3 of this month, and perhaps in week 4 too, once the Sun forges the same angle, could be very long lasting and very providential for you. But that may require a bit of a mix of a gamble and also some wisdom and shrewdness. If you go for something without planning it at all, it may not work out this month. But if you can do the research and take step-by-step forward motions, then what you put in motion can actually gain more momentum as the month goes on. There is a full moon which occurs on the 18th, and it is going to bring into play the influence of Mars, which does quite frankly continue to be in a pretty tricky area for you for the whole of the month. I think the inference here is that you do need to perhaps clear up any outstanding emotional debris from your past. That's what Mars is asking you to do. Once Mars transits back into your sign on the 2nd of August, you will feel much more secure and in charge of what you're trying to do. But if there are some parts of your world that need to end in order to create a new beginning, this can be a transition month. There's little doubt about that. Neptune is also clashing with Saturn all through this month and is going to be doing so through to the middle of October. This suggests if there is any part of your structure which is not really firm, then Neptune can just ebb away at it and dissolve it in a very hard to pin down way. So it is up to you to be as disciplined as possible about all that you're trying to do this month. But as the month comes to the close and Mercury fires into its home zone of Virgo and right to the top of your scope, where it's going to be soon supporting Jupiter, I do feel that your career is going to be part of your thinking, in as much as trying to add greater variety and spontaneity to your world from the middle of this month onwards. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.